Bringing you the very latest from the studios in Colombo, this is Lunchtime News on MTV Sports. I'm Punchani Ebrasinghe. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. The Sri Lanka Tea Factory Owners Association says that Sri Lanka's parliamentarian Mohan Lal Grado says Sri Lanka should face the challenges posed by the Western world. Sri Lanka slips further in ICC one-day international rankings. The Sri Lanka Tea Factory Owners Association says that Sri Lanka's lowland tea industry is facing a threat due to the sanctions imposed on Iran by Western countries.
Chairman of the association, Kalna Dahanayake, stated that this issue faced by Iran with regard to making payments for tea purchase from Sri Lanka is the main reason for the crisis. He further stated that the demand for lowland tea has seen a decrease as a result of the prevailing situation. The chairman of the Sri Lanka Tea Factory Owners Association further stated that in this backdrop, Sri Lanka faces the risk of losing its entire Iranian market.
Monitoring MP for the Ministry of Education, Mohan Lal Grado, says that Sri Lanka should gain strength from the challenges posed by the international community and act in a strong manner. He expressed this view at a function in Ratmalana today.
It is true that various countries are throwing a challenge at us. But how should we face this? We should mold our children. If the 10,000 principals and the 240,000 teachers in our country have a backbone, then through them we can find a solution to this post-war situation and move forward.
සුලමුල තුලින් අපිට නැගී හිටලා අපිට මේ රට ඉස්සරහට ගෙනියන්න පුළුවන්. අපිට බටහිර රටවල් ගහන්න අපි තව පන්නරේ ලබා ගන්න ඕනේ. ශක්තිමත්ම වානේ හැදෙන්නේ ගින්දරේ දාලා තවන්න.
යුද්ධය ජයග්‍රහණය කරාම අපි හිතුවා අපි ඔක්කොම ඉවරයි අපි සර්ව සම්පූර්ණ වුණා අපිට ඉදිරි අභියෝගයේ අපි තිබිච්ච ප්‍රබලම අභියෝගය.
After we won the war, we thought all our troubles were over. We put an end to the biggest challenge we faced. We thought we could live freely. There is something we need to understand today. That is, in future, we will have to face worse challenges with the incidents that took place in Geneva. It is important to stand on our own feet. This cannot be achieved by wars and killings. We should think as a country and unite to save our country.
The 1,000 secondary schools program launched by the Ministry of Education commenced at the Kotalawalapura Mahavidyalaya in Ratnapura this morning. A foundation stone was laid for the construction of a model science and technology complex at the school. An unidentified group has attacked the residence of the mayor of Galle, Metsiri De Silva. Police media spokesperson SP Ajit Rohana stated that the attack had been carried out early this morning.
The attack had been carried out on the house belonging to the Galle mayor, Metsiri De Silva, in Kanampitiya. The attack had caused damage to the household items.
I don't know the reason for this attack, but this incident took place at a time where I am using my authority to legally remove the illegal constructions on lands belonging to the Galle Municipal Council.
The group which carried out the attack is yet to be identified. The police media spokesperson stated that further investigations regarding the incident are currently underway.
Minister Ranjit Siyambalapitiya says that those involved in the Kithul industry should be protected. The minister made this sentiment while addressing a gathering in Kegalle.
A function was held to present safety kits to several individuals involved in the Kithul industry. The Chief Minister of the Sabaragamuwa province, Mahipala Herath, who was also present at the occasion, expressed these views. Any individual can have even 2 bottles of toddy in their possession, but the divisional secretary told me that he had to intervene and prevent several excise officers from taking legal action against several toddy sellers. Those involved in the Kithul industry should be educated about this. I don't consume toddy. He too doesn't consume toddy. But to those who consume toddy, it must be like a medicine. In the past, I too used to consume it.
කිතුල් රාත් බොන්න මම හරි ආසයි දවස්වල. දැන් අපේ රංජිත් අමතුමා මම වගේ වයසක කෙනෙක් නෙමෙයි කොල්ලෙක්නේ. එතුමා දැන් බොහොම එතුමාට ආස ඇති වම් බෝතලයක් එහෙම බොන්න කිතුල් රාත්.
අද ඉන්නේ මේ රටේ පොළොවේ පය ගහපු නායකයෙක්.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa is a villager like us. He knows that this industry was protected because it is an industry that is needed in the country. This industry is part of our heritage. That is why he eased some of the rules that were in force. I request the officials to be aware of these rules and protect these individuals.
In more local news, Commissioner General of Prisons P.W. Kodipili states that their objective would be successfully achieved only if there is a change in attitude of the prisoners who are freed. He expressed this view at a function held at the Correctional Centre for Youth Offenders in Thaldena Badulla yesterday. Commissioner General of Prisons yesterday declared open the renovated carpentry unit of the Vocational Training Centre located at the Correctional Centre for Youth Offenders in Thaldena.
පරිසරයේ වෙනස් වීමත් සමගම අපගේ රැඳවියන්ගේ ආකල්ප වෙනස් වෙලා
We can consider our responsibility to be fulfilled if we could see a change of attitudes in the prisoners and convert them to good citizens when they are freed. We will try to fulfill this responsibility.
Thereafter, the Commissioner General of Prisons inspected the cultivation grounds of the inmates at the open prison camp in Thaldena. An unidentified group has damaged 2 temples in the Gampaha and Kirindivela areas. Damage has been caused to the Pilikuttuwa Rajamahawihara in Gampaha and the Kirindivela Maddegama Rajamahawihara. The chaitya of the Pilikuttuwa Rajamahawihara had been damaged by a group on the 21st of this month. According to the chief prelate of the Vihara, Venerable Yakaduwe Rahulathera, the chaitya had been damaged in the same manner 3 months ago, but the authorities had not paid any attention to repair it. According to the Gampaha police, investigations are being conducted into the incident. Meanwhile, a Buddha statue of the Kirindivela temple has also been damaged. The Kirindivela police are conducting further investigations into the incident. The corpse of a whale which was washed ashore in Dehiwala area. Dehiwala Mount Laviana Municipal Councillor KVVP N. Muthugala stated that the corpse of the whale had washed ashore at around 10 p.m. last night. He stated that parts of its head had come off and its tail was tied by a rope. The Commissioner further stated that measures have been taken to remove the corpse of the whale, which is about 55 feet long, from the Dehiwala beach. An elephant calf has been found dead in the Galin Bindunuwava area. The elephant calf had died after falling into an agrarian well in the Vanamkulema area. According to our correspondent, the elephant calf is around 1.5 years old. Our correspondent further stated that the villagers had discovered the elephant when a stench began emanating from the area and they had begun a search operation for the source of the stench. Moving on to sports news now. Sri Lanka has slipped one more position in the ICC One-Day International Rankings. According to the latest rankings issued by the International Cricket Council yesterday, Sri Lanka is in 5th position with 110 points. Sri Lanka was previously in 4th position in the ODI rankings with 113 points but has slipped following a dismal performance in the Asia Cup. Thank you for watching Lunchtime News. See you again at 1:55.